Frank Spillers here, founder of Experience Dynamics, and it's time for this week's UX Power Up. So in today's topic, I'd like to talk about user engagement. Now, user engagement is quite simply getting a user's attention and keeping it. So anything that helps a user stay focused on a page or a screen that they're working on, anything that helps identify their target, whether it's a button or menu or other item element on the screen, anything that retains their ability to stay focused within the task and continue that flow is crucial. So we used to call it stickiness, or keeping eyeballs, or keeping customers or users on a page. And the term that's used these days is engagement. Now, this actually is also a metric that Facebook is using, and they actually just call it engagement. So in social media, engagement is the term that's used to judge, or gauge how well users are responding, through views or likes or posts and so forth and so on. Now, there are two ways that I think of when I think of user engagement that are the most critical as I'm designing. And the first one is to deliver on users' tasks. So if you give users what they want, there's something about that you get their attention. Funny how that works. Now, we call that desirability, the giving users fulfilling on their desires and needs, and those get translated into tasks on the screen. And the second way, and this is really underlying user engagement, is to deliver on emotional value. So emotional value is what a user gets from that experience. In other words, find out what it is that's the compelling aspect of your user experience. What are the features that really get a user's attention? What are the things that they need in order to do their work, especially in B2B contexts? What are the things that satisfy them, where they generate a lot of emotional value and fulfill on those? One of the interesting examples that came from the e-commerce world was REI. They took the bottom of the shoes of boots, and they showed you the actual sole of the boot. Another example came from Lululemon Athletica, who showed you the fiber inseam stitch of their kind of yoga clothing. And the thing about those two things from an engagement standpoint is those things are actually really compelling, because instead of judging a hiking boot or looking at a pair of yoga pants, the things that were really important that delivered the emotional value were, what's the sole look like and what do the seams look like? And those things are actually really, really important in the purchase decision for those specialized product audiences. The point here of user engagement is to induce motivation, and that means staying on page, so users' time on page because they actually want to be there. It means returning, so an intention to return is strengthened. And so I like to say follow the motivation in terms of your user engagement strategy. Lots of things you can do to improve user engagement. Those are just two general design principles, and have fun applying them. We'll see you on a future UX Power Up.